How to start investing in stocks. What is going on, everybody? My name is Christian Robert. On this channel, we talk stocks, personal finance, and wealth building. And today I wanted to do a video really catered to that new beginner that's just trying to get started. Maybe they don't even know where to look or what to do. So I wanted to provide a quick little video on giving some helpful tips and where you can go to start investing today. So as always, if you enjoy this channel, I'd love it if you subscribe and like the video. It really helps me out. But let's dive right in. Now, before getting started, you need to ask yourself some very basic but important questions. And one of the first questions you need to figure out is, what are your goals? What are you looking to get out of the stock market, short term and long term? Now, for me, if I was just getting started, I could say something like, my short-term goal would be to start investing and to consistently add $25 every single week to my account. And a long-term goal could be, I want to get my account to $10,000, or I want to bring in $100 a month in dividends. Your long-term goal doesn't need to be the end goal, which would obviously be, enough to retire off of, enough to pay all my bills, enough to buy a house, or whatever the case may be. But a long-term goal doesn't need to be that end goal. It can be a realistic long-term goal. So that is one. And then the next is, what is your risk level? Can you handle watching your stocks go down 5% in one day? If we were to enter a recession and your portfolio were to go down 10%, would you panic? Would you sell everything in panic? Or would you understand that that is a buying opportunity, or that is the time for you to be patient and wait? Maybe you can't handle that, so you need to have extremely not volatile stocks, or maybe even bonds. The next is, like I said before, how much can you consistently add? What people don't realize is you don't get rich off the stock market just from making the right investments. You get rich by consistently adding to your portfolios, making smart investments and decisions, and continually growing and learning. That is how you get rich. You're not going to get rich just by adding $5,000 and thinking, okay, I'll just buy this stock, it'll double. I'll buy this stock, it'll double. You need to consistently add every week, every month to your portfolios. Next, what platforms to use? This is where I'll start showing you my stuff. Now, I personally have a Robinhood account and I have an M1 account. I also have a TD Ameritrade, but I'm only talking about Robinhood and M1 today. Now, I'm not going to push this, but I will link down below a referral code for anybody that wants to open a Robinhood or M1 account. And for Robinhood, I believe you will receive one free stock. And with M1, I think they'll deposit a little bit of money into your account. So, look into that if you want. But Robinhood, I would say use this platform if you want to personally buy all your stocks and be more active with it. And I can show you an example. Like, say I want to go and buy Bank of America. So I'll type in Bank of America pops up, so I'll click it. And then you can buy your shares here. Say you're starting off with $100, so you want to buy 3 shares. It'll cost you $87. Review order, and then you'll hit enter, and there it is. You bought it. And then if you go back to your home screen, say you bought it, and it'll be up here, Bank of America. So now you own those 3 shares, and that's where you'll see, once you buy it, you'll see all your progress with when it's going up or down. And as I said before, with risk tolerance, you need to make sure that you can handle seeing charts like this, because as you can see in the last week, my portfolio has not been performing well. This is largely due to Trump saying that he's going through with the tariffs. So, this is just part of the game. You need to be able to handle it. You can't just jump in the stock market the second it's going down, you panic and sell. That is the opposite of what you need to be doing. So that is Robinhood. And then M1 Finance. I'm much newer to M1 Finance, but I'm starting to really enjoy it. Now this one is different because you don't just buy individual stock. Well, you do buy individual stocks, but it has to make up a pie that represents 100% of your portfolio. And so for me, I have a couple different things here. I have Amazon let me make this smaller so you can see. So I have Amazon that makes up 40% of my portfolio. Google makes up 25%. And then I have a specific group of stocks with high dividends that I put together, and it makes up 15%. Facebook makes up 5%. Tesla makes up 10%. And then I have another little thing full of ETFs that I called Lazy Retirement that makes up 5%. So you can kind of put together a little group of stocks through that. So that is also a great tool. So next, how many stocks and what kind of stocks? Now I'm just going to go over one example with you. And I am going to say, if you're just getting started, you should have 2 to 3 stocks. Let's say you start with a couple $100. I would say you want a fund stock, a defensive stock, and a dividend stock. Very basic stuff. So let's say a fund stock, say you enjoy video games, you might want to buy a stock like Activision Blizzard where they make video games. Or maybe you like, maybe you like toys. You could buy a stock like I have Funko where they make toys from movies and stuff. And then a defensive stock, this is more like a waste management stock. Maybe, I'm trying to think off the spot, Boeing. I know one stock that I really like defensive is called Flowers Foods, and it is basically the company that owns Wonder Bread. They also have a lot of other products. But stocks that aren't going to drastically go down when we enter a recession or when the market is very volatile, something that's more steady. If you look at a 1-year chart, you can see that it's pretty consistent. It goes up and down, but it balances out. A 5-year chart, you can see it's there's nothing crazy going on here. There's ups and downs like always, but that's always going to happen regardless. And then lastly, for me at least, I'm a dividend investor, so I'd want to get a good dividend stock. And the first stock that jumps out to me is a stock like Coca-Cola. I mean, you can't go wrong with Coca-Cola. It's been around forever, and it has consistently raised its dividend. Right now it has a 3.29% dividend. And so you can rely on that little bit of income every 3 months from the dividends. I would suggest if you're just getting started, you need to ask yourself if you're looking for growth or dividends. That is a big factor also. So if you're looking at dividends, all your stocks should have dividends. But if you're just looking to get a stock that's going to appreciate a lot, like the stock I mentioned before, Funko, they do not offer a dividend. But if you look at a 3-month chart, you can see that it grows a lot more. It goes up 26%, then you can sell it, move on to the next, etc. But that's all I have for you. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information. Comment down below if you have any other questions about getting started. I'd love to answer your questions, but as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.